Let's see if I can turn down my bit rate. If I can even do that. While... No, I can't. I'm at medium quality. I'm not going any lower than that. But, good evening. I'm slightly tired. It's humid out, and that's like, humidity can take energy from you faster than, your ex-wife. I probably shouldn't have said that joke. I'm terribly sorry. But normally I would think of something slightly funnier, but, so, yeah, that's just that. I apologize for the joke in the beginning. On to business. Victory is life. So, we'll start off where we left off. After Odo got slapped in the face. So, yeah. Wrong one. Okay, so... Let's see how... View completed. Oh. I wasn't really done with that. Did I do them all? Really? Huh. I just want a lot of dilithium, and I like how the duty officer missions are organized this way. Yeah, it's fine. Unlike in the PC version where you kind of have to peruse through them. Unlike this, if I just want dilithium, which in this case I do, because whenever the Phoenix prize pack happens, I want to have a lot of shit, basically. So that's that. Let's see, because I don't remember. Where's the thing? Oh, there it is. Use. Rank. Duty officer commendations. And episode. Getting a lot of dilithium now, so that's good. Now we go back to the inventory, because there are probably a bunch of duty officers. And marks. Marks actually can be helpful. Well, useful in the reputation thing. Missions. Complete a Delta Rising mission. See, that's the thing. I can't access anything else. Other than... Homefront. Oh, is that what it is? So basically, I would like to do the... Oh, this is all that other stuff. Doomed to repeat. Okay, so Doomed to repeat is the one we're doing. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is that one. This one I had to look up a guide for, if it's what I... This is a funny one to do. I loved it. There were references to, like, Ferengi stuff everywhere, and they planned a heist over a game of Tango. So we're gonna do Doomed to repeat.
Founder Odo has something of interest in the Masan system.
Gonna lower the volume on my
no one to know about,
television.
even one of their own. It is unsettling. The Founder and I will travel to the Masan system on your vessel. The Cardassians and Starfleet are sending ships to assist us as well. Be advised, after Karema, relations with these allies are somewhat strained. If things become volatile, Friends could quickly become foes on this mission. Victory is life. Remember,
I wonder... I don't know... there we go. We're turning! You do have to admit, if you do play the PC version and the console version, at least from my point of view, and at least from my technical standpoint, because right now, I don't really have gaming machines. Consoles obviously are gaming machines, but on the PC side, so I kind of have to lower the video settings, and right now on console it looks N times better. I should pick up my fan. It's very humid. I also had some mac and fleas. I did not, unfortunately, do a Twitter photo or Instagram photo. No, it was whack and fleas. That's what I was going to call it. But then I ate it at Venture Maidens. Who are they? Oh. I do a lot of D&D. I haven't actually, played it, but I've seen people play D&D. Doesn't look that bad half the time. But D&D is that, I don't... Half the time I'm not... Is that... Oh, wow. Fortnite cosplays. Hive Queen. She does a... Oh, she liked something else earlier today. Hive Queen plays PUBG, Fortnite, WoW, it's definitely not World of Warships, Final Fantasy 15, and horror. That could mean, the last part could either mean movies or games. I'm assuming both. But, no idea who she is. But I might check her out. Because she has a Twitch. Might as well. Begin the mission, or let's begin the mission. I just wish... Oh, we'll wait till he's done.
Here. It's very old and very well concealed.
Ooh, this
From
is...
what I can tell, the
I know where we are right now.
alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers.
You know, it's funny, his other role, he had another role in Stargate SG-1 as like a character on an episode, and he led like some sort of, oh god, it was like a, I don't know, think the Nazis but 10 times worse. Again, this was in a Stargate SG-1 episode, and he needed a lot of heavy water to power some sort of shield or something. And bombers were just coming and coming and coming, and they eventually destroyed the base.
They shouldn't be a problem. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. I'll deal with whoever's in charge on those ships. So far, so good. They're not targeting us.
No, a cloaking device would be great. You blew up the Tal Shiar, for crying out loud. So...
You do not have authorization to enter this system first. This is unacceptable. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your disobedience expires.
Wow.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess.
What
Now
is the
then,
highest level?
I suggest you leave immediately. Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time. That cutscene.
Dominion forces. This is Counselor Garrick aboard
Ah,
the
cloaking
team.
device.
Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
And those are some pretty powerful ships there, too, so...
impressive. An ancient research facility, and with a very important guardian as well. It appears coming in under clothes was a
More
sound
yawning.
tactical decision.
Sorry.
Though we were expecting to catch any Herc off guard, not the leader of the Dominion.
You see, here's the weird thing about the Dominion government. So the Jem'Hadar are very clearly the military. The Vorta are administrators and high-level officers to a degree. Like, you can commonly see them in DS9 commanding ships and such. Administrative duties are usually what they do. But then there's the Founders, and I feel they're more... they're very obviously at the top of the food chain in the Dominion government. So, but the thing is, what I think they are, in terms of who leads who here, they choose leaders in the moment, most of the time. It's not like, you know, an elected government and everything,
This
so...
station must be of significant value to your rulers. The Founder was willing to fire on one of her own to protect its secrets. I'm looking forward to discovering what's inside.
More yawning. I'm terribly sorry. God damn it. Fucking tweets fail to send.
Since
I've been
when
having
does the
issues with that
Founder
all
stand
day.
for,
It's
Kyoto?
annoying. Hopefully the Instagram way did it.
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
I remember in this mission there was something peculiar that happens, and then Wayne destroys it.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Thought you wanted to find some secrets, Garrick.
On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
I love Garrick. He's my favorite character in all of Star Trek, and then Morn, who just sits at the bar all the time. You know, Quark's bar is my second favorite. Then Gabriel Lorca? I don't know. He was an interesting character in Starfleet, although he was from the Mirror Universe. He was a warrior, and that was something, even during the Klingon War, you really didn't see. You know, so there was that.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
Also, you commonly hear in Star Trek, before Discovery even, like, obviously existed, the Federation defeated the Klingons in the Klingon War, you know, the 4 Years' War, as Axanar would call it, but they got their asses handed to them for the most part. I mean, Starfleet is not a military organization, yes, but if they had the Constitution-class ships, they should have been able to fuck some shit up. We'll leave it at that. So, yeah. What can I say? There's my crew.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support,
Boy, I'm
basic lighting.
tired. I'm just,
Not much
yawning
else.
so much in one
If we're gonna
stream.
get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Might do more stuff in this
Stay
stream. I'm
vigilant.
not sure. We'll
We
see.
have no idea what to expect here.
I have a giant mining laser on my back. What could be better? I mean, this thing is powerful. The amount of times I could have used it to destroy Nakul. Hello? That would be awesome. I do wish, though, I just remembered the thought now. More, like progression ships for the Dominion existed. It's
Well
all
done.
Gamma
Main power
Vanguard.
is back online.
So that kind
We'll
of
be able to
sucks.
access other systems, including the data core.
But you know, it's how it is.
Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
Although really, because you start out at level 60, I'd say maybe more progression ship, 2 at the most, would be fine. You really don't need any more than that for a Dominion ship. Well, for a Dominion character, I mean. But for, like, the others, you kind of do, because there's so many. Now, there's so many classes of stuff. Red. You know, they should have made this more of a Dominion hallway instead of putting pink lights. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's ominous, a little bit anyway. But, make it look more Dominion. I guess it's a small argument, really, but it's, you know, for the
This
more
terminal
hardcore
is in
fans
poor
among
shape.
us.
None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Some curious mysteries begin with this episode.
63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow founders, the Masan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion.
Well, I mean,
Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict this species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
she's talking about the Vorta, because I believe maybe 1 or 2 episodes of DS9 they were mentioned as tree dwellers at some point. I don't remember them being hunted, but it came... Yeah, look up for yourself. But I don't remember the Vorta being hunted.
She's talking about the Vorta.
See what I
The
mean?
date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
For being a facility 2,000 years old, I can't see those consoles everywhere.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a researcher to study these borrowers further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
As I said, mysteries begin. I think I said that in another one. I wasn't really sure what was in the stream, because it's a stream. I haven't made this into a let's play. But yeah, it might have been that one, because I think one of them I recently exported had
Research report, Dominion date
some weird
701.27.
Herc calling tech, if you will.
484 designation, Burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrows have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation. While dormant, a smaller cervital race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Unbelievable.
Huh.
It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
48th rule of acquisition right there. But that is true. Oftentimes, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. Okay, so there's one down there.
Research report 7903.01. Dominion reckoning. Cadre species 468. Designation Jem'Hadar is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant order. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
See, okay, so no, this poses the question to me: were the Jem'Hadar created, or again, were they an extremely primitive species that was uplifted, if you will?
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
So, this also begs the question, were there Jem'Hadar women at one point? There probably were. I mean, if the Jem'Hadar were not created, you know, like genetically created in a test tube, if you will, where were they from?
Research report Dominion date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on the world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our dominion are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now.
They did something similar
Maybe
once
they did the
with
Dominion,
a,
or we'll stand back and let them
I guess a
ravage
genetic
the world.
virus that
Only
was
now something's different.
put together and,
Something's changed.
and erases DNA. It's called the
Can't keep
quickening.
in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Bashir found a... Oh god, what was it? He found a cure. He couldn't so much cure the people who already had it, but he was able to take it out of the DNA of people that were being born. There's an episode that shows this. So... what can I say? I'm now sitting in a chair because I only wanted to jump.
Research report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence.
Okay,
One
so they
that
didn't know about the
rivals our own
wormhole.
Jem'Hadar.
I don't
Left
know in
unchecked,
canon if
these
they
savage
know.
creatures could become dangerous enemies. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Thakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves.
This is how the Molor story happens.
8671.71 Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Fakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Fakari and a Klingon warlord known as Bulan. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutual destruction on Polos. One can only...
Well, it kind of came close, because there was the whole thing with Kahless and Lucara. They got married, and then Molor's troops, I thought they were Klingon. It's the Fakiri that probably, bashed through the door. I think they also defended a city together or something.
So it would seem.
It's fascinating
only they
stuff.
lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Oddly enough.
Learning about these Fakiri has given me much to consider. They defied their gods and rejected the White. They were strong, but not strong enough. I can't help but wonder, could the Jem'Hadar succeed where the Fakiri failed? Do we have the strength of body and mind to stand apart from the gods? An interesting question for a later time.
I love...
Now, there is only duty to the Founders.
I love how Dukan Rex has the mind to, think this way. Could we break away from our gods? There was actually some Jem'Hadar who thought this way. There was one who was somehow born without, or created without, the need for the White. I mean, he could use it. It probably gave him a boost more than anything. But he didn't need it. And... yeah, what can I say? Again, just go watch all of Deep Space Nine. You'll eventually encounter the episode I'm talking about. And let's move on. But even you all have to admit, learning about this, learning a little bit about the Dominion, is fascinating.
Research report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Ring, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The Borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time.
More yawning.
The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great
Probably
cost.
go back to Rage after this. I've
Rather
started
than
playing it.
counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey.
Oh, yeah, okay, so this is how you'll hear in that same episode. Oh god, I think it's after... I have to look this up, but I know where to look. So Worf, Dax, and Core, okay, go looking for the Sword of Kahless. Somehow Core gets information or word on it. That's where that's like the only mention of her in all the Star Trek movies and TV series. So there's that, but you figure out where the Sword of Kahless is. They find it. They, get seduced by its power. Really, there's nothing special about the blade, at least from the point of view of that episode, but things happen, they end up putting it back. Go watch the episode. How it gets back into the hands of the Klingons, though, is actually in the missions we can play. So, that'll be for a later mission, for sure.
Our agents in the other quadrants report that the Burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrows will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. Galactic devastation.
I wonder if the Klingons only won their, I guess, fight for survival against the Hurk because the Hurk were nearing their dormancy period. We have a viewer!
Yes.
Hello,
They
viewer!
knew the hurt problem was getting worse even then.
Welcome to the stream.
Instead
This is
of
probably the only
preparing
one I'm
or
doing today,
seeking
just because I'm
allies,
just
they
feeling tired.
expanded the Dominion.
So,
And when the Hurk re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own and failed.
Commander Root,
Their arrogance may lead to the
I'm just
end
gonna
of
call
the
you
Dominion.
Banana.
We need to
and
get this data to
Wopes.
the Alliance, all of it, even the
Like it if you
damaged and
type,
corrupted
though.
files.
You know, saying hi.
There has
Don't
to
be shy.
information we can use in here.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
Agreed.
Guess who will
Take your
talk
team
to
and Captain Kira
or
down to
fight or
investigate.
something.
I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
Okay. Now we go out of the building. I wish there was more info to go look for. That'd be fun.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters. Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose.
The idea of a tricorder is amazing. Thankfully those fucking fireworks aren't going off right now. But, oh my god, you can just scan, okay, with like a thing or just put it next to a person and it tells you information that you need, you know? Medical tricorder, there's scientific ones, although the tricorder was actually made famous in the original series, but kind of a lot better looking update, if you will. But, yeah. God damn, if we can make the tricorder and make it like a standard thing for like combat medics, or pretty much everyone, you know, that'd be great. What can I say? You can like scan for enemies around you. And yeah, might as well. Let's move on. I don't want to tarry too much.
I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this. The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous.
Well, he did return to the Great Link at the end of DS9. So, you know, things change in a few years. Just want to point that out, Captain. Alright. Look who's here. You see, I wasn't really sure what the Fakiri were. They look like Klingons, and I outright thought they came from a different dimension. But no, they're also genetically created. It's a good way of writing it, okay?
These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, I think the occupants are Fakiri.
Mm-hmm. Drinking me soda.
It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. From what we know about the Fakiri, they probably won't be happy to see us.
Yeah. Imagine my if I played this specific mission as my Klingon character for Xbox, he'd be like, well, shit. I have to fight these guys again.
Well, from Marta,
Or
need to see this.
being a Klingon, he would relish the opportunity. I mean, Klingons aren't, I guess, bred. Well, I mean, they have extensive training for battle. They're not so much bred for battle or created for battle like the Jem'Hadar, but they like it. Let's put it that way. You know, like how too many, like how Americans like, not me, but how Americans like football and NASCAR. Klingons like battle.
Traces of Ketracel White in this
I
case.
shit you not.
The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakirian line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
Fucking kill them. That's what I'm gonna do.
We've got company, and they don't look friendly.
Mildly attractive creature. As odd as that. Look, people fall in love, or make Commander Shepard fall in love with Garrus Vakarian, which isn't bad. He's a pretty cool dude.
We're lucky there were only a few of them.
So,
I
mean,
be
you
around if
know,
all of these Fakiri
I think
wake
I'm
up.
allowed
Let's see if we can
a
find
small
some way to
indulgence of
keep
emotion.
the rest of these pods from opening.
I have a few photon torpedoes. Canisters containing Ketracel White. More Ravagers, more Ravagers. Hordling! You know, I was never really sure what the different... Oh, Deep Space Nine lockboxes that probably won't have ships. Lockboxes really are a racket, though. I mean, it's a loot box, yes. But, for one, it doesn't always contain... Let's just get rid of that. It doesn't always contain, bonuses, or, well, not so much bonuses. Like, oh, well, no, yeah. XP bonuses. I don't think you can buy them anywhere, though. Outside of the exchange, I don't think you can buy XP bonuses. Now, I say the loot boxes here don't deal with the competitive
More
edge
incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
in the way some others would. Especially if, you know, your loot box ends up opening up a... You know, opening up to a bunch of XP bonuses, because really no one plays the PvP,
Kira, we're on
to
our
my
way to
knowledge.
assist you.
I played it like twice. Every now and again I'll try and get into PvP queue, but it takes a while, and then I just get bored and I leave. But you know, I could be very much wrong. But also, the beauty of this game is it also doesn't take much effort to actually level up, with or without XP bonuses.
Nerys, are you...
Which is a good thing. Viewer, hello!
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Say hi, type, ask questions about Star Trek and this game. I might be able to answer one or two of them.
It'll sell his rock, but you know, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
Maybe more. You never know. Someone, Wicked Azura Gamer followed me. I'll have to say thanks for the follow. Okay. He is dead. Ah, the Houdinis.
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how.
Another
that will
viewer,
end.
welcome.
It's time to leave.
Please, well, not please, but say hi. I don't want to sound... I'm sorry. I'm just tired. Wanted to do at least one stream. Oh, no. You're all gone. But, well... Getting back to other things, this place actually looks more Dominion-esque. Sort of. I don't... Where... I got confused where to go around here like once before. Oh! I actually have to go through that hallway again. I have a sneeze coming. Whew! Sneezes can be risky business. Do not keep your eyes open. I've heard that people have popped out their eyes doing so. I don't know if that's true or not, but what can I say? Okay. Took a drink of a non-alcoholic beverage. Oh, this is where a cutscene happens. Oh, Jesus Christ. I wish the, like, targeting thing that you see me do when I press the left trigger only targets enemies. Not that it does any damage to allies, but it's like, you're really only, it's an annoyance, is what I'm trying to say. Most of the time, though, you do track 2 enemies, which is good. You gotta love Odo.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen.
3, 2, 1.
Are you insane?
Wayun.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did.
No, Numbers! Hello, how are
Creature would
you?
have attacked the founder.
Odo wasn't in any
I'm also
danger,
feeling a
Wayun.
little tired, and I'm
That hurt
afraid,
was
like,
peaceful.
people shooting
was
off
trying to
fireworks are gonna
communicate
happen
with
again,
us.
so... If that happens, I am sorry. That is very much out of my control.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a founder was in danger of being attacked
I
by
did
a
look
member of
up...
an aggressive species.
No, chillin', yeah,
Duty
I
was
am
clear,
too.
as is
I
my
did...
conscience.
Oh god,
We're
look up
wasting time, Captain.
that Star Trek
The
game we
station
talked
is on the
about
verge of being
yesterday.
overrun by the Hurk.
And basically,
If
I'm
you want
gonna
communicate with
need
them
to
some more,
do,
you're
if I
free to do
decide
so,
to get
but I
it,
recommend we
one of
leave
2 things.
immediately.
Virtual machine, operating system, or new computer and operating system. Which sucks, because there's no easy way of actually, like, playing it on Windows 10. Yeah, Armada. The big game I want to play again is... I think it was like a Windows 95 game or something. I don't remember. It was years ago when I was very, very young. It was Star Lancer. It's kind of like a space dogfight sort of thing. Like the Soviet Union was a spacefaring nation. I don't think they were on Earth anymore. The British were another spacefaring nation. I mean, they all must have come from Earth, but again, I don't know what's going on. Hope you're enjoying the Herc. the only enemy in all Klingon history that very nearly destroyed the Klingon Empire. And they're insects. I mean, you know, you always go insects if you want something truly alien. I'm also shooting at one with a mining laser. Fucking left bumper. Jesus Christ, come on. Okay. Okay, where is it? Oh, must be dead. Play any games lately? Numbers? No, this is the right way, okay.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave this place. Are you ready to return?
I got a bunch of followers on Instagram lately, and all I did was announce that I'm playing this. Which is fine, you know, that's always good. But they don't actually come here. I tell them to go to Twitch. I tell them to search, you know, this, because I just want to say, State of Decay 2, how is that? Because I'm interested in it, clearly. But I've heard that it's like... It's a lot like State of Decay 1 with slight improvements, but still relatively enjoyable.
Glad you could join us.
I obviously could be wrong,
The situation here has become
because I haven't played it, but again, that's all I have to go on right now is that, and my next big $60 purchase is going to be Ace Combat 7, and my friend, when I get that game, all other streams I do are on hold until the campaign is finished, for 1. I play around in the multiplayer for 2, and customize my fighter planes for 3.
Valkyria? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line? I'm intrigued. Be sure to fill me in once we've managed to get out of the skirmish attack.
I love Garrick.
I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Valkyria once. Beginning to see why.
You actually get to fight the Valkyrie in it's a Klingon story arc. So so many quantum torpedoes. Okay. I'm still gonna get it, but you know, like the versions I'm going to get, obviously State of Decay 2 is on Xbox One, but like, you know, in regards to the first one, the one I'm going to get is that one, Day 1 Survival Edition, I believe it's called. I actually watched, it's from a YouTube channel called Achievement Hunter. It's an old series attempted, one guy attempted, called Full Play, and he would just play the full game of a game. One of the games he did was State of Decay 1. He didn't do any DLC, I don't think, but it piqued my interest enough to watch more videos on it, and then really the second one is what got me, like, solidified the decision to buy the game. But at least now, you know, the price is good. On Xbox Live, it's free. Yes, it's only free if you have Game Pass. I don't have Game Pass. I have Xbox Live Gold, and right now money is going to school. So, and what little food I can afford. But I did also find a pretty nice used video game store. It's more than a used video game store. They sell movies as well as games, and they sell vinyl as well. And the smallest number of comic books I have ever seen, if that's what they are. Yes, but you see, numbers, I need all that money for school. And I mean all of it. Besides, I like the idea of Game Pass, and I'm probably gonna, like, get Game Pass at some point, but right now, aside from the money, you know, needed elsewhere, and the very specific video game purchases, if you will, I don't see getting it right now as a feasible option. But believe me, I'm for sure I'm gonna get it.
Dropping out of port.
Oh dear God, these are Herc ships?
Just as the Fakiri are warping.
Yeah, I wonder where they go, because you know
Looks
those
like
guys
the
are
Fakiri
awake.
Pursuing the better part of valor. Can't say I blame them. There's
Could've
a
been
lot of
useful.
Herc out there.
That was a strange revelation. We've learned we weren't the first soldiers of the Founders, but the first that did not fail. And some of their other attempts remain insane and wild, like rabid animals.
Huh.
I have seen what happens to Jem'Hadar without Ketracel White. How far are we from becoming like the Fakiri? How far are we from madness? And who will follow us
Well,
when we fall from grace?
I'm not really
Perhaps.
sure you
There is
guys
a
will
saying,
fall from
It is
grace.
the hope of all parents that their children will surpass them. As children of the Founders, we can never aspire to be gods. But perhaps someday
Yeah,
we can be more than our
Dead
creators
Space
imagined.
3...
More
Is that
than
backwards
just
compatible? Because I remember that was the last gen game. But Dead Space
Herc
3
seem to be
is
distracted.
not the best in
Something
the
about
series from
station
what I
that's holding their
recall.
attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Played it on a friend's Xbox once. It wasn't as scary as the
You
other
are wasting
two.
time. We should leave.
Are you suggesting we attack?
And my God,
Well,
were the
it's
first
true,
two
we have the
terrifying.
advantage for now. I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them
There was a
enjoy
game
their
by
meal in
Bethesda
peace.
during E3 that looked really promising. It's a
You are
whole
wasting
new...
time. We should leave.
Very
I'm in the
well,
middle
we'll
of dialogue,
deal
you
with the Herc
fool.
later.
But it
For
was
now, let's
a whole
get
new
back
IP
so
they
we
were
can
working
analyze
on.
the research data we found here.
And
you're ready.
it just looked... It was an announced trailer, but the idea and further research on what it possibly could be looks amazing.
You are wasting time.
No, I'm not. Just making a joke there. Okay.
Our findings today are disturbing. The Fakiri. They were our
This
predecessors.
guy's acting is very good
Somehow
for
they
the
rebelled against
character.
The Founders and freed themselves from the White, though it seems to have driven them mad in the process. Something was happening with that strange Herc as well. It may have been trying to communicate. Perhaps it wanted to surrender. We'll never know. The Vorta made sure of that. Typical. One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget the act of defiance from the Alliance here today. You and I both know their retribution can be sudden and severe. Be on guard. Our uneasy peace with the Alliance could collapse all too soon.
Fakiri Chaos Blaze. Again, you know, this game has a tendency to have rather... I'm trying to find the right words. Terrible rewards. I'm trying to think of something more theatrical. Terrible rewards for missions most of the time.
Congratulations on the first.
Oh, look. Duty officers. Where's my inventory? Nope. I'm curious, how many what are my assets currently looking like? I can only refine... Yeah, I don't like the fact I can only refine 8,000 dilithium a day. So, gold player... Yeah. Yeah, have fun with that. I'm not much of a chili person, though. Gold press platinum is worthless. This is used for re-engineering, whatever that is. That's fleet stuff. My in-game earned currency. I think I can upgrade weapons. Let's upgrade shields. I have no supported tech upgrades. What? Science upgrade kit. Yeah, so that's just upgrading the kit modules and stuff. Well, if you're going to make a chili pot pie, I'm going to end the stream just because I'm tired. It's 11:18. I have homework to do. And, hope you enjoyed what little you saw. But you can always go back into my videos and, watch, if you will. Watch the whole thing. Below, in my panels, if I'm sure you've looked, you can see my currently used YouTube and Twitch channel and social media stuff. The PC Twitch, I don't really use yet because of technical reasons, but eventually I'll use that. Then there's this one, there's the Instagram, the Twitter, you know, that stuff. My email, should you want to send me an email for whatever reason. But, see you tomorrow. I also stream Defiance 2050, should you wish to watch that. I also have to do, because I keep putting it off, Assassin's Creed 2. And, yeah, that's it. As always, eat your fruits and vegetables, and have a nice morning, evening, and afternoon.